Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC, and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so got a massive one on tonight. Look at the size of this case. You can almost fit a body in there. It's bloody huge. Anyway, this is a Thermaltake P8 case. It supports a whole heap of different fans. How many fan mounting positions does this have? By my count, it's 18. 4 on the bottom, 4 on the front, 4 on the side, 4 on the top, and 2 on the back. That's 18 fans. 19 if you include the one on the power supply. So, absolutely epic. Anyway, so we're going to be building Devan's PC. He's been waiting for this for ages because we've been waiting on... This is what we've been waiting on. The GPU water block that we're going to be installing on our RTX 3080 card there. So, as I've been saying to people, get in and get your RTX 3080. Place your order now while I can still buy them. They've gone up in price a little bit because I can't get them wholesale. I can't get them at Umart, who was the cheapest in the market. I've now got to get them at Scorptech. They're a bit more expensive, but they're still available. So yeah, get in because they haven't made the GPU that goes on 3080 since July. So what's being sold now is just stock that they're clearing off, and once it's gone, it's gone. There won't be any new 3080s on the market again. They'll all be used. So, yeah. Hey Kyle, how you going? Good to have you with us. Yeah, so this'll definitely be a good one. So let's go through the components here. So we've got an i9 13900KF, so the brand new 13th gen CPU there. We've got a 1TB NVMe SSD. We've got 32GB of 6000 MHz CL40 memory. We've got an Aorus Z790 Elite AX motherboard. We've got an RTX 3080 in there, so that is the Asus Tough Gaming. Just put that one down to the side for now. We have a 850 watt power supply here, so a Thermaltake Tough Power series. It's got the RGB fan there on the front, an 80 plus gold efficiency. These units here, they come with a 10-year warranty from Thermaltake, so the highest possible warranty duration. And we've got a liquid cooling kit here from Thermaltake that had a good price on. It just made sense to buy that. Then the aforementioned block there, which is, to get it around the right way, an EK Quantum Vector GPU backplate. We've got a secondary radiator as well, so we're going to have 2 radiators in this case, because we get a radiator in this pack there as well. We've also got a riser cable, because we're going to be mounting this. Using the side mount bracket there. And finally, we're going to be using some nice, what do they call it, marble blue pastel coolant there. So very, very nice. It'll look really nice in this black case, and we've got a whole heap of fans there as well. So I actually stuffed this up because when I was looking at it, I don't know, I had a bit of a brain fart, and I just haven't included the fans on the bottom there. But I'm just going to install some black fans on the bottom there. It won't really take away from the overall look of this build. And then if Devan wants to upgrade, he can upgrade. Just swap them out for the RGB ones. But I couldn't get. I had a look today. I couldn't get some other fans that were the same as the other ones. And I don't want to put in different fans because it would look kind of weird with like so many fans and then some of them are not the same. If that makes sense. It's alright if you've only got like a few fans in the case to begin with, right? But when there's like so many of them, it's like, why are those ones at the bottom all different? Yeah, what's up?
I thought we were talking about some quick shifting now. Xavier says what's up.
Hey Xavier, how you going? Good to have you with us. Alrighty. Well, let's get stuck right into it. So we'll do what we normally do. We'll prep up the motherboard. We'll have a look at what's on this motherboard, what you're getting. So I've never built in the Thermaltake P8 case. So let's hope that everything is relatively intuitive. Alrighty. So let's have a quick look at this case. We've got two 8-pin power connectors there for our CPU. We've got a MOSFET VRM coprocessor heat sinks that look really, really nice. Just in black there. There is actually a heat pipe that runs between them there. I don't know if you can see inside the board there, but it's definitely there. So really, really, really good thermal solution. Have a look at the size of the heatsink here on the main M2 slot up there. Pretty bloody epic. They've got a raised release clip for the graphics card there, which is a nice touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6 fan headers on this board. It's probably the biggest downside. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slots for our memory, so dual channel memory across the 4 slots. Got USB 3, USB-C, Thunderbolt headers, 6 SATA ports, 2 USB 2s, our PCIe X16 and 2 X4s down the bottom. And then on the back we've got a total of 10 USB ports, including 1 Type-C. We've got Wi-Fi 6 with Bluetooth 5.1, and we've got 2.5 gigabit LAN there as well. So really, really well equipped motherboard. So let's get started. So obviously with our K series CPUs, they don't come with coolers and obviously we've got a bit of a different cooling solution going on here anyway. Very good. So I'll use the bottom slots here for our M2 drive. Keep that top slot free in case Devan wants to add another high-speed SSD for extra storage or something like that. Use the other one. Much easier to get at that one once we've got everything else in place. So alrighty, there's that back plate on. What's up? Mother-in-law irritating.
Don't worry. Xavier's
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
This is Merry Christmas to you both.
Thanks, mate.
Same to you. Devon says love it. John says g'day to Chris.
Hey, John, how you going? Good to have you here.
Devon says can't wait to see the end product.
Oh yeah, this will definitely be a good one.
Xavier says he's got a good question for you.
Yeah, yep. Go ahead. If I don't know, just send me a message and I'll find out for you. There. Now, let's open up this kit. So this kit was pretty good value for what it was. Yeah.
Xavier says Carlos buy a PC for 400, buy an RX 6600, put in it for 200. The RX 6600
Sorry, just can you? I couldn't hear what you were saying, babe, because the boxes were like obstructing you. What was that?
to buy a PC for 400, then buy an RX 6600, put it into it for $200 with the RX 6600 put it.
Well, that depends what PC you've got, how old it is, and stuff like that. You probably won't have any luck with it if it's a if it's, what do you call it, an older model with like DDR3 memory and stuff. Oh yeah, cool. Res. I have tubing, don't I? Yes, even tubing.
Indeed.
Okay. Alright, so here's our block, and what have we got for our mount? So that's for the res. It looks like an A and B bracket.
Xavier says, as you know those PCs on Facebook, they you can see them at like 400 with 710s. That's quite old.
Yep.
Should be alright.
So I'm just wondering, like, this. No, that doesn't look right. Am I just going blind here?
What's wrong?
I thought I should have like a back plate with this, but this doesn't look like the back plate that I want. This looks like one for AMD. But this is the only back plate I got with this. What's that?
What's in that bag?
It's this.
No, the bag.
That's like a clip for that.
Oh. Is there anything in this? Wait, under that?
It's just a radiator. It's the GPU block. That looks like an AMD backplate, not an Intel one.
But it's got two different. Let's see.
This is strange. So, I mean, these look like LGA 2011 socket. Yeah, so that's the AMD clips that go on here. But we're not using AMD.
I don't know if it's perfectly over like that. And two of the holes on the back of that line up. You punch those little thingies through. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So it is the right one.
It is right.
It just
There's
looks
little
weird. Yeah.
little plugs here in the foam.
Yeah, that's.
Can you see if you could like show people what that is? Because that's like crazy. That is insane. There are these little foam. It's like the foams hasn't been cut out properly, and so you can't see any like regular screw holes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's weird.
Like an oath.
And all these little sticky fucking. Can I have something pointy?
Something pointy.
Those little sausages. some of them have like this paper backing on them. It gets like stuck.
That's so weird. Anyway.
That one can just stay there. Shush, cat. You're a meow.
He sure is.
There you go.
Okay.
Tim?
Yeah.
Devan says, how long will my build take out of curiosity since never done motion before?
Oh, like 3-4 hours? Takes essentially double the amount of time that an ordinary one would.
Tim?
Yeah.
Listen to what she says. I'm just wondering, I'm getting a 7600X CPU. Can I run a Hyper 212 or similar air cooler on it, or do I have to get a liquid cooler on it?
For a, what was it?
7600X.
7600X. No, that should be fine with a Hyper. That's a pretty good air cooler, man. Like, for what it is.
Some jam would be some fun, huh? You right with that?
It feels so wrong. Okay. Alrighty. And just quickly, before I put thermal paste on it and stuff, just want to make sure I'm using the correct bolts. Oh, no, hang on a second. I want to put these on. These are our supports that go all the way down the length of the screw that we have in the back plate there. It comes out, the thread comes out the other side of these bolts. Ugh, that's going to take a little while. This is a little bit boring, isn't it? Good to see me screwing. Jesus. Alrighty. So now I'll put down some thermal compound. And so you're going to get to learn all about just how hot these new Intel chips run. You might have heard me say things like these chips get up to like 100 degrees straight away, even with an open loop. And we're gonna experience that here tonight. So I'll show you what I mean. They've got these things, you know, absolutely got so. What the fuck? What the fuck was that, babe? My God. Alrighty. Well, one thing I'll talk about while I'm doing this is Thermaltake have some fucking awesome new products on the market. I'm loving their new ATX 3.0 GF3 power supplies. I'm loving their new tough fans. They look sick. Alrighty, it's feeling nice and tight, so I'll direct our RGB addressable cable up the top there, and I'll plug in the extension now so I don't lose track of it, because this is the sort of night where I'm going to lose track of something, for sure. Okay, so we got this radiator, so this is like a thinner radiator. So we might, it's our clearance, like up top. I think we'll have to use the thinner radiator up top. And then we'll put the other radiator up on the side. So that means we're going to want to put our fans on the front there and get them into position before we mount that other radiator. And we're going to want the fans on the outside of this bracket at the front. So let's get on to that. Okay, so the next thing I've got to work out is how do we release that front bit of glass. Okay, so then that slides out. Yeah. Hey Darren, how you going? So this was just a fraction under $7,000. However, the issue is whether you can get a hold of a 3080 or an appropriate water block for the 3080. But of course we can do this with 4090, and we can get cards that are factory water blocked as well. Okay. Fan number 1. Fan number 2. Fan number 3. Yeah. Can I build you a 1060 Ti build? I don't think so.
How much would that be?
1060? Do you mean 3060 Ti? I've got a 3060 Ti. It's a used 3060 Ti card, and most of the components are used, other than the power supply and the SSD. But it's the ultimate sleeper PC, and it's under $1,000. So if you want that, send me a message. No one's claimed that yet, so if you want it, claim it. Because like all second-hand PCs, I don't do holds and stuff because it just becomes completely chaotic in terms of people wanting them and all that. You got to just get in there at the right time for them. Yeah, what's up? Ha 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 ha.
How much is the 3060 build that you built? Build price?
How much is the 3060?
Yeah. The marked out.
It's $950. $950. And it's got an i5 6600K. The motherboard's got an M2 slot on it. So that's kind of cool, right? Okay. So yeah, my workbench is going to get pretty messy here tonight, I dare say. Yeah. Oh mate, this is huge. This is a full-on statement PC. You know, like it's so big and mounts so many fans that I had a brain fart when I was working it out, and like I'm gonna chuck in 3 black fans along the bottom there because I'm like 4 fans short. This thing holds 18 fans, dude. 18 fans maximum. So all of the most visible spots we're going to have RGB fans, and then we'll just have 3 reverse fans to suck in cool air from the bottom of the case. And then we'll mount 1 radiator up top, we'll mount 1 radiator on the side there. And sort of in the middle there, like around on the wall there, we'll mount the reservoir. So that'll be pretty good. Now I need a shitload. I need a shitload of fan bolts for this. Oh, I know, right? I should have bought one just for this. So... is it going to be better if I just... because I don't want any cables sticking out with this. I want this to look freaking awesome. And so this is a good case in terms of we've got plenty of room to make everything look awesome. So with these fans, I sort of want to make it so we don't see much of the cables, but I don't really have any room for them inside the case. So what we might do, I'll show you a little hack. So these little things here at the end, you can just cut them with our pliers if I'm strong enough. We can just bend them down. We can bend them back into place. And then we can stick our fan cables through. And we can actually pull those up around the fan cable, and it can go back to being a little tie down point. It's got the i5 6600K. Yeah, so that'll look a lot neater there at the front. Because remember, we're going to have 4 RGB fans here on the front. And so this is definitely a freaking awesome Thermaltake build. You should go and tag Thermaltake Technologies, I think is their main page. Just a second. Thermaltake Technology Inc. That's the name of their main page. Yeah. 72 bolts. Yep. Oh. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just bending on that angle for a while is hurting my back. It's like you at Coles, just bending down in those cases. Sweet. That pretty much sums up how we're going so far. No, we're alright. This case is just so big.
4 fluffy cats.
I think you could just about fit in there.
Not quite. Now. Very bendy.
He's been fed once, right?
Just thinks he is.
Yeah, well, he won't eat normal dried cat food, so you can't have like a bowl of cat food there for snacks. And you can't just keep getting fed tins of tuna every time the cat thinks it's hungry. That doesn't work out either. Not that tins of tuna are like super expensive or anything like that. But if not, then we have a fat cat.
I had an obese cat when I was a kid. His name is Fatso.
Fatso, the obese cat.
Yes. Hey, I was like 5 years old when we got him, and I was like, oh, he's fat. Let's call him Fatso. He didn't run. He waddled.
Waddled.
It was quite funny. We adopted him from a friend of the family or something that couldn't take care of him anymore.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
very annoying.
So I've got those 4 on the front there. Bloody hell. Okay.
What's next?
Next, I think we'll do these 3 on the bottom. So how's that bottom tray come out? Huh?
I said it doesn't.
Oh, it does. Oh. Pull the dust filter out of there for now. Just put it somewhere safe. Safe from a fluffy cat.
Dude, shut up. I think we're gonna have to give him that fuck. Just fucking Christ.
Okay. So, some free new reverse fans. So don't worry, these aren't like second-hand fans, these are brand new fans out of the box here. And we're going to put them on the bottom because you don't really see the ones at the bottom anyway. That way you don't have to be like, oh, why is there a big empty gap on the bottom and all that. Well, you don't really need them, there's so many freaking fans in here. But these ones here are sort of complementing the 4 on the front there. So you'll have like 8 fans pushing cool air in from the front and the bottom of the case, and then you'll have the radiators on the other 2 bits there, whether we put all 4 down or whether we put 3 and just move the whole thing down a little bit. I don't know, we'll have a look at that, see what we want to do there. But I'm thinking we'll probably have room for the triple radiators and a 4th fan. So yeah. Okay. Alright, so probably won't be needing that. And it will probably be better with another fan on the bottom here. Okay, I need to draw my mobile toolbox here for extra screws.
Shut up.
That scared the shit out of her. She like jumped. She fully twitched. You know, it's definitely more than a twitch. It's like it's a jump. Puppy dog. You're a big boy now. You can handle not being with the pregnant girl. It's so funny, you know. We've got a pregnant dog at the moment, and we've got to separate, like in the lead up to them, you know, giving birth. You've got to separate them from other dogs, just so they don't like run around and be dogs together, and then the babies get hurt. And so we got one dog that doesn't, you know, he's just a dog. He doesn't understand what the fuck's going on. And so I try and explain to him what's going on. I had to talk to him this afternoon. I'm like, look, mate, you've gotten her pregnant, so she's pregnant now, and you can't be with her. You. And like he's tilting his head towards me, like I'm saying some words, like I repeated pregnant. He's like, what's that? But he didn't understand what the words meant, unfortunately.
Of course not, he's a dog.
I know, he's a dog. But I've tried, I've done my bit to explain to him what's going on, so he just has to deal with it. I've done my part.
Bark.
Yeah, I've done my bark. This is 100% you're doing, mate. If you just stayed off her, this wouldn't have happened. No, well, see, we've got this dog, and we thought that he was desexed, but apparently he's not desexed. Or if they tried to, it didn't work properly or something. Okay. And is this thing symmetrical or what? Yeah. Who is it?
Eddie.
Hey Eddie, how you going? Good to have you with us. So this is probably the most boring part of the build where I'm getting a lot of the screwing out of the way. No one wants to see me screwing. No, but I'm getting all this out of the way, so then we can just worry about the fun stuff. Okay. Oh. And we're back up here. Okay. Yes, this is huge. This is huge for sure. Yeah. Oh. So does this piece here, like, Okay, so some of those cables in place, and we'll get them tied down.
Oh, dude. Get on my keyboard. See?
Yeah.
What is this? He's got the Thermaltake P8 open and himself.
Ah, nice. Yep, yep. This is basically the big brother of them all, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? How much bigger? It makes me look like I'm tiny. I'm actually like 6'2", so. What have we got here? So these are. They're like support brackets for our graphics card. But we do have to adjust this bracket here for our power supply. So why don't we get our power supply? Let's get all this easy crap out of the way. Let's get the power supply and I guess the two fans. Okay. I'm running out of room here on my desk. Okay, here's our power supply. So GF1, ARGB, gold efficiency, 10-year warranty. So you can tell, nice, good quality when they go to this much effort in the packaging. Little sticker on the back of that. Yeah. Hey man, how you going? Good to have you here as always. Okay, so what have we got here? Got some Molex. Alrighty, PCIe. We're going to need a couple of PCIe cables, that's for sure. Is that Mick Martin?
Yeah.
Hey Mick, haven't seen you for a while. I do notice your shares, mate. Thank you very much for that. Your support's muchly appreciated. But yeah, if there's one build to come and check out, it'll be this one. need two two CPU power. One and two. Yeah. How long have I been building PCs? I've been building PCs since I was a young fella. So we're talking like I'm so how old am I? I'm 34 now, and I first installed something inside a PC when I was what 8, 9. So I guess you could say that's like when I first started tinkering and playing around with PCs. So I've been doing it my whole life, essentially. Yeah. What was that, sorry? Ah, he loiters. Loiterer, hey? No. I mean, this is going to be sweet for you for ages, man. You won't have to worry about it. Like 3080, like there were people who kept their 1080s for like 5-6 years, only upgraded when 3080 came out. And those people are like, yeah, I don't really care about 4080. It's not really a big deal to me.
Oh, you're cute, but you're annoying.
So you're starting to learn about how I get frustrated from the fluffy cat. Like he's cool, but he's annoying. It's fucking fluffy. Yeah.
Luke says, so I developed a lot in Unreal Engine 5 and Blender Linux year. I have about 30 code for project building.
Oh, nice.
I know where I'll be getting it built.
Ah, awesome.
Just killed my 2070.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with 2070. See, what people forget is...
Did you hear what I said? Lumen just killed 2070.
Oh. Jesus. That's not good.
Dennis says, don't get worse. Just other stuff get better.
Yes, 100%. 100%. I say that exact line to customers. I remind people that all the time, and that is fundamentally true. The only thing is that as apps and games get updated, they sort of there's sort of like what you can think of as like creeping technological upgrades to the software that you're using, which over time can make your what was a really good graphics card eventually seem like a bit more of a mid-range card, because they keep updating the apps as most people have moved on to like better hardware. Actually, we can move both of these brackets. So I can... Haha. Remove a bolt here. And then if I remove this one here, okay, so we can move this bracket a little bit further forward. And that'll move our power supply a little bit further back. Just a small touch there, but I think it was worthwhile. Yeah.
While it is fundamentally true, things get better. Yes, they do. And it says, 1080 Ti and cards can still run those games really well.
Yep, 100%. And people will be saying that about RTX 3080 and 3080 Ti and stuff like that in 3-4 years' time as well. So you can count on that. Okay, so we've got a couple of other fans that we've got to get in place here as well.
Says that definitely is ray tracing, etc. We'll be stuck in time like Nintendo.
Yep.
Nintendo's oh, nice. And it says, mate, I still have my original Game Boy Color.
Oh, how good's that?
I still play Pokemon Gold and Red on.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Nice.
Very nice. Alrighty, so we've got RGB fan number 5 installed down the bottom. And I guess RGB fan number 6 can go up the top here. Plus we have an RGB fan there on our power supply. And then we've got some cables to tie back and make that all look nice, at least from the front side of our case. Okay, so once again we're going to utilise my little trick here. I have a strong enough grip. That scare the shit out of you?
Yes. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
Well, of course not. Sweet as. Very good. Okay. So, around the front here. Now what we need to do here, essentially, is bunch up all of these cables in order. So we want to start with our motherboard power cable. So we want to get all these cables lined up so they're nice and flat there. Right from the start. Doesn't really matter at the end there, but you want to line them up like this. So let's go one at a time. Lay it flat. And like I said, at the other end it doesn't really matter so much, but you want to go sort of in order of where they're plugged in. One on top of the other, on top of the other, until you've got them all lined up nice and neatly like that. And then you can stick a cable tie around them. So this is just your first cable tie, just to hold everything in place there. We'll come back and we'll neaten that up a bit later. So we're going to have them all come through this one grommet over here. Get all the ends through.